Hold on.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be interviewing my former student Jackson. Kind of just go over his journey and his experience in JV trading and where he's at right now. So if you want to just give him a little bit of backstory of how you started trading and stuff like that, go for it.
Yep. I'm going to be a junior in high school this year. I started trading, I started learning about trading 8th grade, like freshman year, started to learn about it. I really started to pick it up when Jacob was in school trading during breaks, and I was like, dude, like, what is this? So he told me a little bit about it, and I checked it out. I looked up trading. I found guys like TJR, and I'm going to Jacob, I'm like, dude, like, who are these people? He's like, dude, do not, but whatever. But yeah, I've been trading for consistently his strategy for a little over a year now. I became profitable within the first 3 months with his help, of course, and the calls.
That's nuts, bro.
Yep. But yeah, it's a little bit about me.
Yeah, that's sick, bro. Yeah. So like when you first got into trading, bro, I know you mentioned like TGR and all this stuff. What was like your biggest turning point? Like, did you ever start with like just fully trying to day trade, or what like piqued your interest in the swing trading?
Yeah, I mean, like the day trading like piqued my interest. So like, dude, this is sick, making thousands a day. Like all this, like how everyone really gets drawn to it. Yeah, their lifestyle. Yeah. But I mean, eventually when I started learning his strategy, I'm like, dude, like that seems a lot more like reliable, like less time consuming. So I started to pick that up, joining his calls. We still took some daily scalps.
Yeah,
some big
we
ones.
still do.
Yeah, we still do. I still do.
Sometimes it's almost
every day. Yeah.
Shout out Fig.
Yeah, shout out
2 days ago.
BMNR, shout out. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I still do this for fun, but mainly just swinging now. But yeah, the day trading is mainly what caught my interest for trading.
Yeah, for sure. And then, so bro, 3 months turning profitable, like, I know, like, any of you guys watching, like, if you guys trade, you guys understand that, like, it takes some people, like, years, bro. Yeah. Like, years to become profitable. How is, like, your whole mindset going into things as far as, like, you know, not trying to just chase the bag, but rather, like, learning the skill set? Like, was it, you know, maybe just from, like, your lifestyle already, being, like, pretty disciplined, or what do you think it was that, like, clicked for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like, from, like, a perspective, like, I was looking at it, like, well, I'm in high school, like, I'm a freshman or sophomore, but I was kind of looking at it like long term. I'm like, oh, by college, like if I really stick to this and like stay disciplined and like stick to my rules, like all this stuff, like I could grow my account, like compound it instead of like losing it and like, oh, I have to become like make it all back every year, and then like it takes like a while to become profitable. So I just decided to like stick to my rules. Yeah. And I think that's like what really just made me profitable.
And it's crazy because it's such a simple concept that people don't get that. Literally, it's like, bro, like you'll spend so much time losing money, and then you go down like the whole like gambling rabbit hole and trying to make your account back, and then you over risk. But like in the grand scheme of things, if you were to just like from the get-go, like literally just follow the rules, and like it's cliche, but like not chase the money, but like seriously, like focus on rather just like doing things correctly and not looking at your P&L, like bro, it's not that hard to become profitable. Because like for you, like how was the strategy? Like how long do you think it took you from like A to Z to understand it, or at least like master it?
I mean, watching a few like long qual Magi videos like here and there, listening to you, like checking out stuff in the server, like all the stuff that's provided, like that definitely like sped it up for sure. Like, it doesn't take long to understand. It's just applying, like seriously applying it and sticking to it. Yeah, sticking to it's definitely hard. Like I look at our swing trade or our day trades like all the time. Like, do I want to take this on? Like I'm tempted, but like just sticking to the rules. Like, and just being disciplined. Like, I know that's what they all say, but like, seriously, if you are disciplined, like, and like, look at yourself in the mirror, like, if you're seriously sticking to your rules, like, you should be profitable.
Yeah, like 100%. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like, it really is that simple. Like, if you stick, like, if the like strategy is proven to be profitable, like, it's not the strategy. It's really just you, bro. Like, it's a working strategy. Like, if you follow the rules. Like, you just have to look, again, grand scheme of things, like, you may take a few losses, you may sit in drawdown, because naturally, like, it is a low win rate, which sucks. Like, it does get to me. I'm sure it's gotten to you, like, when you go on, like, a few losing streaks, but, like, in the reality of it, when you're swing trading and you're only risking 1%, like, you can have, like, 4 or 5 losers in a row, and then, you know, if you just catch one swing and hold it for a few days, like, you wipe all those out, and it puts your account on top. So it's crazy. So, if you want, tell them a little bit about your, like, P&L, bro. I know you've already hit like 10K, 11K in the account, which is insane, bro. I mean, because you started with, how much money did you start with?
So I initially put in, my grandma actually gave me a gift, and because I told her I was like into trading, so she was like, okay, I want to like help them. So for my 15th birthday, She gave
15,
me,
bro.
yeah,
That was like
things
me.
that.
Crazy.
She gave me like $400. I was like, oh, I have some money for myself from like this camp I worked or whatever. So I put that into it, and it was literally like $800. And I was literally risking like $8 per trade, like 1%.
Yeah, bro.
Like
That's
sticking to the
crazy.
rules. But I stuck to that. And like I was seriously like taking trades, but sometimes I over leverage, like I want to make a little bit more. But
for sure.
Time goes on, I put a little bit more money into it, like just that I'm saving, and that like helped my P&L go up, and I was risking more, and it just helped me like have bigger winners.
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like that, so.
yeah. Because I mean, the thing is, people don't understand. It's like, oh, I'm only risking $10 per trade, but it's like every small win counts, and the larger your account grows, the more you're gonna risk, and you'll like actively see the compounding, and it just becomes like this linear curve.
And I also think like learning the lessons, like losing. Oh, if I accidentally over leveraged and I lost $20 instead of $8, it's a lot better than starting with 100K account and like, oh my gosh, I just lost $8,000.
Yeah,
that's super
100%.
Like, that's super mentally draining and stuff like that. So it's easy to like start with like low numbers and not be too worried about it, but you're still learning the concepts of it. I think that's what like also really helped me become profitable early. So.
Yeah, definitely, bro. And I think that kind of ties in, like, I hate on funded accounts a lot for this specific reason. So, obviously, first of all, it's like on funded accounts, you can't swing because, like, they know you'll make millions of dollars. But it's also, it's like, I feel like when you go on a funded account, it feels pretty much the same as, like, paper trading. Like, you're dealing with such a large number and you just want to pass, where it's like, if you start with a small account and you just risk properly, like, you will learn so many lessons. Even if you lose, like, a couple of dollars, it's like you're still establishing, you know, that initial mindset and like actually solidifying the rules to the point where it's like, okay, you can scale up naturally from there without being like, oh, I just lost, you know, whatever, a couple $1,000. It's like, you can start with a small account. A lot of people are like, bro, do I need like 20K to swing trade? I mean, if you're profitable, you want a bigger account so you can compound. I'm sure, like, but you're already getting there, bro. Like, you're profitable, you're hitting an 11K account, like, you know, and you're doing like, how much are you doing like average, like a month %?
I think like last month, it was like 3,500, so I think it's like it's over like 30-40%.
That's crazy. And you want to tell them what trade that was, bro?
Oh yeah, it was QS. It was a daily setup. I mean, could pull it through, but yeah, it was just a daily setup. Like 15 green days in a row. So I was just holding it. I was actually at a basketball tournament, and I was just checking my phone every day. Like I was trimming, like doing the normal rules and stuff, but I was just looking at like, dude, like. This is crazy. It was like 400, 500, like just big runner, and that one almost made me like all the like that was almost the only trade I took last month.
Yeah, and
so
that's why it's like, bro, I don't understand why people try and waste their time day trading. It's like even if you took a few losses, like bro, like QS, like 3,500%, bro, like that's insane. And the thing is, like 3,500% while managing risk and like just like managing the trade properly, like. First, you enter with 1%, you let it ride, you trim. If it gives you another entry point, you just re-enter. Exactly. You add it to strength, bro. And like realistically, like if you catch a few of those a year, like you will make your account, bro. Like, I mean, dude, 3,500%. Think of like if you had a 10K account, like with that 3,500%. Like that's nuts, bro. That's crazy. So what would you say to the people, if they're watching this, if they're like, you know, if they're day traders, what would you say to like persuade them, bro? What would you say? Because some people, they're genuinely stuck on like, day trading is better, bro. Swing trading is like for old people where it's just like, it's lame.
I mean, like for me, like day trading, whenever I day trade, I enter trade, it's like super stressful, like heavy, like, oh, like you gotta be watching at all times. Dude, I literally woke up at 10 a.m. checking my phone up $800 like in the morning. Like, it's just like, it's way less like stressful, like, and just waking up and not having to trade, not having to like stress, like all that stuff, especially here it's 6:30. I don't like waking up at 6:30. I just let my trades ride and check them out, so I have stop loss set, but I mean, it's just a lot less stressful.
Yeah, I would say way less stressful, and because of that fact as well, I feel like it's almost like, I mean, bro, like unprofitable, profitable in 3 months. Like I haven't heard of anybody day trading that's become profitable that quick. Like swing trading really does make it that much easier to become profitable, and you make more money. And I feel like it's simpler, bro. Like when you look at these day trading concepts, they're like crazy confusing, bro. Like so many different confluences and so much like analysis. Like swing trading, bro. Like you would say the strategy is like super simple, right?
I could teach my little brother this.
Yeah, like it really is like that simple, bro. That's sick. All right, bro. So like, so you joined the server like around a year ago. What would you say to like people who are scared to like invest in their education? Because like realistically, bro, there's so many like course sellers out there, and I feel like they get weeded out pretty quickly because the knowledge they put out there just sucks realistically, and their community doesn't make money. But at the end of the day, like, it still is hard for people to invest in your knowledge.
Yeah,
what would you say to someone who is scared to invest in their knowledge? Because I mean, like, for you, bro, like, you invested in your knowledge and it worked out for you. Like, and you, I mean, in 3 months it worked out, bro. So what would you say to someone who's scared?
Beginner trader, you don't want to just go into a ton of trades not knowing what you're doing. So like watching those trades play out and like watching him enter them, all that stuff, to talk about it. He has a great analysis on them. That really helped me get a great jump start because we hit some big trades when early in the server, when it was just like me and you and calls or a few other people. We hit big trades.
Yeah, this was like
definitely helped jump start.
Like beginning of JV. This was like after I graduated. Like I would say, bro, I remember when I first saw you like start ripping. It was when I was on a trip. I was in Cali, and remember when IWM small caps were ripping, bro.
Oh,
and we caught. I forget. It's
Cost,
like
Zap.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I feel like that's when I initially saw you. Like that's when I like saw the potential, bro. I was like, damn, like you know, people in the server were making money, but it was like people still like they weren't managing their risk. They weren't really taking it that seriously. They weren't like, you know, their most used apps were not Thinkorswim or anything like that. Like they were just doing other stuff. But I feel like you, bro, like you genuinely like put effort into it and stuff like that. And I know, going back a little bit of your background, so if you guys don't know, this guy plays like D1 basketball, so he was like really locked in as far as like his lifestyle, and it's like he's really disciplined in that. I know like maybe some of these guys play basketball too, but like how important would you say your external life and your discipline and your lifestyle ties into trading?
Yeah, no, it's seriously tied in like almost like directly. Like waking up like for basketball early, like doing workouts, like all this stuff, and like having to stay disciplined year round. Like even it's super hard to trade during basketball season because I'm so locked into that and like staying disciplined, like trying to hit my goals and all that stuff. So, but balancing like the basketball and trading is definitely hard. But whenever I'm not in basketball, like and I'm locked in this fully, I'm like locked in because discipline like that I learned from basketball, I learned from like losses and all that stuff. So it's definitely good, definitely benefits, but.
Yeah, for sure. I would say like, bro, there's a lot of people who like want to start trading and they're so like blindsided by like the end product that they don't realize like, bro, like it's not difficult, you know, it's not like complicated to trade, but it takes effort, bro.
Yeah,
like you can't just like half-ass it essentially. Like you actually have to, like when you take a trade, you have to go through the confluences, you have to make sure it's a solid trade. And just analyze it, just make sure everything lines up and take it and you're good. But like people, you know, they're just like whatever, and then they get the alert and they're like spam like buy, and then over risk, and then they get fried on it, bro.
Yeah. Or like treating it like a side hustle, like, oh, I'll do this in the morning. I'll wake up 5 minutes before market opens, no analysis, try and trade. That just
it just doesn't work like that, bro.
Discipline,
Yeah, 100%. And I would feel like, okay, go into like side hustle. So I agree, trading is 100% not a side hustle. I think it's a way to grow like money you already have. So like when it comes to like, I know you just like had money you saved up and you were able to grow that. I know majority of people, like they won't be in your position just because a lot of people don't have the same discipline that like me and you have to actually grow accounts like that. Need a job before they start trading. Do you think they need some sort of cash flow? I'm like, excluding us, because we're a little bit different, would you say majority of people need a job?
I mean, I would say, like, you definitely need a job, especially, like, if you take, like, big losses or over leverage, you're like, dude, like, I have no job, like, what am I do? Like, having a job definitely, like, has some stability, like, to your trading. Yeah. And just slowly putting money into your account, growing it over time. I definitely think, like, weekly, or I'd say monthly deposits into your account also helps it, like, compound, because realistically, you're not going to compound a $1,000 account to a $100,000.
Unless they're you.
Unless you did some big ones.
Yeah.
Like
unless they hit like QS 5 times.
Yeah. But yeah, putting like monthly deposits definitely, and it would help with the job for sure. Unless you're just getting money from nowhere. So
yeah, definitely. Because I mean, the viewers know. So like throughout high school, like I became profitable like probably mid of like my senior year. And even then, like I was still working construction with my dad, and I worked at a gas station. Like I was like, bro, I was in the trenches, bro. Like I was working at a gas station, and I was like, genuinely, I had the skill set. It was just kind of like a lack of capital, and it was also, you know, I feel like having a side income or having a backup income does change like your kind of psychology towards trading, because when you're not fully relying on trading as an income, you tend to perform a lot better because you understand it's like, okay, all I need to do is just focus on the rules. I already have money coming in from my job. I can focus just on this. Would you agree with that?
Oh, 100%, yeah. For, like in high school, I remember you telling me like, trading, like, it seriously, like, changes, like, your life. Because I remember, like, you had a completely different lifestyle.
Yeah, bro. I just made a TikTok about this.
Yeah, like, it was a completely different Jacob. And then when you start trading, like, it just slowly, like, implemented, like, into your life. And, it, like, seriously, like, trading, like, changes, like, lives.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like when trading, like when it says like it changes people's lives, it's not only like a financial standpoint or like a freedom standpoint, but it's the fact that like trading, like the rules you have to learn and the discipline, like yes, your life ties into trading, but trading can also tie into your life as well. The like effort and discipline you put into your charts will start to, you know, formate into, you know, your habits in your daily life, bro. And I think that's just such a key like component to it. Because bro, in high school, I was a geek, bro. I was fried, bro. I was fried. But yeah, no, trading definitely changed my life. I think it changed, you know, my attitude, my personality a ton, just my lifestyle, my habits and stuff. And I think it just I feel like trading like makes you a more professional person, bro.
Yeah, it seriously did.
It literally does,
especially
bro.
for you. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was like a full 180.
It was full change, bro.
Yeah, full 180. Do you think trading has had that impact on you at all?
I don't think it's done like a full 180. Like, not to say it's like in like a cocky way.
No, yeah.
I don't think I've ever been like super like off like the charts like crazy or anything. Just because basketball,
exactly.
I'm super like disciplined with that. So the discipline just like went right over to like trading as well. So I didn't like change a whole lot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it definitely there's definitely tough times in trading. Like, bro, you're like questioning it. You're like, dude, like, is this real? Am I really supposed to be doing this? Or like, do I just deposit or take out all this money? And
exactly. Yeah, that's what I did, bro. When I first started. When I did my first bit.
Bro. It's
yeah, definitely.
But also going back to the job point, like especially when you're having a job like in high school, and like it takes a lot less stress like trading. Like I don't have a job because basketball like it takes up so much more time. So like it does cause a little bit more stress. Like, oh, this is my only income. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't need a heavy income right now. Like I live at home. Like I'm doing this. Like my dad.
You're good, bro.
Takes care of me.
Compounding.
My mom makes me food at night. Yeah. So compounding, like stacking up, is definitely like. But if you have a job, you can also compound faster.
Exactly.
So like having a job definitely helps. Like going back to that.
Yeah.
It just takes a lot of stress off you.
100%. First started trading, and like when I was unprofitable, like when I first saw like this massive scheme of like, you know, trading, online money, etc., it almost felt like super impossible. Like it was almost like a dream. Like it's something that would never come true. And it's like I feel like a lot of people watching, whether, you know, like I've, you know, coached people who are like 60 years older and plus have been in the markets 20 years and they still just haven't really figured things out, where I've seen kids who just still have literally no idea what they're doing and they just see it's impossible. And to go from like a position where this seems completely impossible to like, wow, I'm kind of living the life like, you know, I used to like dream of basically. I'm still not there yet, but like I already like crossed the point where it's like, now I know it's possible. Do you think like when you first started trading, did you ever kind of like feel like, wow, like is this something that could actually like work for me or stuff like that?
I think I had the mindset like just going into it like this is going to work. Like I feel like I just not like a cocky or
no, it's not cocky, bro.
But like I just felt like like this is for me. Like I had interest in it always. Like I feel like I just knew like it would make a change in my life, but I didn't know like how quickly. Like I would have never guessed this quickly. Like I thought I would have just been like, oh, trade like little bucks still. And stuff like that. And I still am. Like,
I mean, bro, 11K account.
No, yeah.
But, and most of that happened in what, like the past 3 months?
Yeah. Past
Crazy.
3 months. Past 3 months of like almost doubled my account.
That's insane, bro.
But yeah, I would say though, like trading changes your perspective on money. Like
100%. That's a good topic.
It definitely like changed my perspective. Like looking at like jobs making like 12 an hour, I'm like, dude, when this thing moves a little bit, I'm like, it's like a lot more than $12 an hour. So it definitely like changes my perspective, especially since I haven't had a job. Yeah. Like I think if I had a job, it would definitely be like, whoa, like I'd be a lot more like
the J word, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
J word,
but J.
Yeah, no, 100%. I would agree with that, bro. Like for me, when I first started trading, so like they know my backstory. When I first so I got investing when I was really young. Like I had a mentor. I invested. My parents invested a little bit of money, and my mentor did. And I grew the account to like 10K over like 3 years. It was like a small 2K account, just invested, selling covered calls. And when I started trading, like, you know, do you think like one thing I've realized is like looking at money in your trading account and seeing like, okay, like 11 racks, 12 racks in your trading account looks like nothing, bro. No, and then like if you were to hold like 12 racks, bro, like that's a lot of money.
$100, but I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, literally. And I think for me, bro, like even when I started with that like type of money, it like for me it was like, this is nothing, bro. And then I think once I like actually started making a little bit of money and took out like my first like 5K or first 10K after like months of compounding, then I was like,
dude,
bro, I'm fried. Yeah, like after that, bro, my perception of money has been so cooked, bro. Like I look at things like anything under $100 is free, bro.
Yeah, my perception might change a lot too because I haven't even had a payout yet. Like I just compounded. I haven't taken.
I know that first like withdrawal, bro.
I'm excited for that, bro.
Yeah, because it's like the thing is you'll see like okay if you make a $500 gain in your account like it's cool, but it's like you've already seen it multiple times. Like you've probably seen like I mean maybe not, but like I've seen $500 losses, I've seen $500 gains. So it's like bro that's nothing. But like if someone to just come and give me like $500, like it's a nice little bag, bro. Like I can go I can go have like a nice dinner and go get like a Rude shirt or something, bro. So it definitely I feel like. You know, changes your perspective on money because it's like we both have parents that work and they work hard for their money, and it's like when they see money made this easily, like with this little effort, you know, it's pretty nuts, bro.
Yeah, I'm sometimes in the morning I'm like downstairs trading on my MacBook, and my mom's texting me like, yeah, mom, just made like $1,000. She's like, you need to teach me this. Like, I look at it, I feel like bad. I'm like,
yeah.
Like it just changes like your whole perspective. It's crazy.
100%.
And the people around you too. So.
Yeah, definitely. Coming to like a wraps on this Q&A, bro, what do you think has been like, you know, your biggest lesson you've learned in trading so far? What do you think was the biggest thing that you struggled with? Because I mean, there really isn't, because I mean 3 months you're profitable, but what do you think like the biggest thing that stuck out to you was in your journey?
I'd say, well, first of all, my biggest problem is definitely, and it still is, not as much since I've hit like big winners, but over trading, like I would over trade time, like I take a loss, or actually also like revenge trading. Like I would sometimes revenge. I don't do that anymore, which is good, but because I've learned my lesson. Like I've had a big loss before, like in one day, like 2 back-to-back losses. I'm like, bro, like seriously,
it sucks.
So no, that's like the worst feeling. But so that's like a lesson I've learned. Like over trading, like that stuff kills me. So that's like the biggest one.
Definitely. And I think like the main thing that like an unprofitable trader and profitable trader, the main difference, bro, it's not because like one can't understand the concept or one can't manage risk. It's the fact that unprofitable traders, they don't learn from their lessons. Like they genuinely like they'll take the fattest hit. Like they'll blow like a 5K live account, or they'll blow like 50% of their account in a day, and it's like. Instead of like just reevaluating, like humbly taking that loss and respecting like I was a complete idiot, like I'm just retarded, bro, like I took this loss, like I suck, I need to fix this, because like again in the long run, like okay, they may revenge trade, hit a big win again, and the thing is like even if you make that win back, they're still just gonna be like, okay, well I'm gonna do it again and then again and again. It just becomes this rabbit trail, bro, and I feel like if you can just learn from your mistakes, like okay, like you'll make mistakes here and there, but you'll be pissed, whatever, get over it, and then the next day you're just following your rules again. Like you're gonna be so much better off long term, bro. I feel like people in trading, they're so short term, bro. People look at like literally like weekly time frames at a time. Like, bro, like I've talked with people where it's like, what's like something you'd want to hit like in a year or 2 years, and like it's like trying to make 10K a day. Like, bro, what? That's not how it works, dog. Like be realistic. And I feel like there's a lot of unrealistic people when it comes to trading. Like again, like this is not like an ATM, bro. Like you have to treat this as like a tool to grow wealth and grow your money. And if you do it properly and aggressively, like trading accomplishes, like you'll be able to grow money over specific periods of time. Like if you're saying I make 10K a month every single month off trading, like that's sus, bro. Like, that doesn't happen. Like you just go off percentage wise, and if you have a larger account, like okay, you may whatever, but like bro, I've averaged like literally like 7K months, like 40K. Like it's such a wide range, bro. And again, it's just like take the losses with respect, learn from your mistakes. Like if you're unprofitable, like before you even buy a course or do anything, like or a mentor, like just try and fix that one thing. Like try and just actually learn from your mistakes and just do better the next time, and I guarantee you'll probably become profitable and you don't need to spend money. But some people, the learning process is a little bit tough, and sometimes it's worth investing in a mentor. Like I mean, I was your mentor, you obviously did your own research, you did a lot of stuff too. I had a mentor for like 3-4 years. Would you say a mentor is like important when it comes to like your trading journey?
100%. Like the main thing was like I could go to him with any questions like during the day, like literally any questions, like entry, like whether it's like related to stocks, like mindset, all that stuff, and he like answer just like immediately, like and it's so helpful to just like get that like answer like super quick and like just apply right away. Like when you access that like super easy, I could literally just send you a message and you answer me, like it's so much better than oh, trying to go to this guru, this
exactly.
guru, like, trying to find
You're
out.
just
They're
like
all saying different
surfing like the entirety of YouTube for like one specific question.
Yeah.
I think that's like the biggest upside you have to mentors is because so like you can get into trading, you can learn the strategy, you can learn everything, but there's always going to be like these very specific niche questions that are like super important, and having a mentor that's like already understood this and has done it for years, bro, and you like get that answer like that, it just, you know, you like jump and fast track your success so much.
Yeah, and that's why I became profitable in 3 months, because you were there every day, live calls, I could just ask super quick. Like, that was so helpful for me. Yeah. Just answering those questions super fast.
Yeah, and I think even for me, like one of my biggest hurdles in trading, like, okay, the strategy was the strategy, managing risk, etc. But for me, it was more, I actually struggled with the learning process, like quite a bit. That was actually like one of my biggest things. And I think that's why I'm able to coach and mentor so well now, is because I actually took so much time to like understand each concept. And, you know, I give it to my mentor, because my mentor's like 85, if you guys don't know. He's like almost going on 90. So bro's been in the markets for like forever, and he just has like a brain where he can, you know, kind of like put that information into context where I can understand it, and that's kind of how I like give it to you guys. But yeah, bro, I would say a mentor like that helps you answer the niche questions and the stuff that like YouTube or ChatGPT like sometimes just can't answer, because it's like within a strategy you'll have a question about an aspect within an aspect. Like
yeah, and especially with our strategy, it's not heavily like not a lot of people do it. Like there's
it's super uncommon.
But like there's no like free people out there just giving out free sauce like all these super niche questions. Yeah. Especially with the strategy that we trade, like it's complicated. Like so these like answers like or these questions that you have like are seriously like you need to go to a mentor for them. Yeah. And it's not even like you can't even find them on YouTube sometimes.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, bro, I can only list like a handful of like active swing traders like on social media.
Me too, yeah.
Because majority of them, bro, like, okay, you'll find like a few on Twitter who are like 80 years old or like super old. They're like unks, bro. Yeah. And, you know, for me, I think the reason I'm able to teach you guys is because I had a mentor who was super unk, wasn't even on social media. Like, he already worked in finance. Like, he already had so much experience. And I think that was like, that's what fast tracked my success. Literally a mentor, bro. Yeah. And I mean, by fast track took like 3 years, but
3 months, 3 years, fast track's different.
That's crazy. That's nuts. All right, we'll wrap it up here. Do you have any other like things you want to touch on, or any motivation for any of the kids watching this, or older guys? I know majority of the people who are trading, or at least in our program, is like 20 to like 60, bro.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. But yeah, I would definitely say find a mentor that's like right for you. He'll answer them right away. He'll help you out. He'll get you right with the JV Trading Academy. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
All right, bro. We call this wraps?
Yep.
All right, bro. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.